Take care Sapamana out in Kano. Ivan.
Captain.
Bibia Boko.
Oh, Nyamia
a COP Alex means as your child. So, where you there? And then one, maybe be fine. Captain. But Innocent, Innocent, baby, a person of the Fabia Fafanafi at the Metro. Yeah, call me for it now.
Captain, the Dick I mentioned for you share Chakra.
Oh, share.
I think there are a number of issues about. And with this hospital issue here, okay, I will not spend time on it because from where I'm coming from, and it does appear that people are not willing to say your baby be a fahon. So one question, one Cape Coast, Nasa Accra, Hayakra, now better now. Oko Kolebua, my culture is a moon farm of cameras and Uncle Kolebuna surgical ward, Nisi Wono, Munko Chamfamra. Then wait me I tell you the real story of the state of our hospitals in Ghana and remember Ghana for who say indeed ye kase ye make health sector a priority. It is never the priority of government and yet Hana aban ekobu baby ala for access health care e okrom has egu ye say oba be provided a new hospital. It's been 3 years and run. Nothing has been done at the place so quiet and and several promises relative to say improve our healthcare infrastructure and health care delivery nina see the light of the day. So some of these things, and but we're expanding the kind of people we are. Makacho said we are not serious when it comes to governance. Yet he has some time ago, and I remember Kachira will say, so we are Ghana na papa de friend special prosecutor no so offer serious it is either so one kasa wunye serious and answer
Cecilia Abena Dapaah.
Yes, okay. Yes, and answer you hold a PhD in comedy because Niama Wadana Dinina say he's being used by people within power just to play around issues. Sabi obetime I hyper on the emotional keyboards of Ghanaians because Omunim said Ghanaians are very emotional people. And when you toy with their emotions, definitely you'll be able to get them along. It's exactly how these things are playing out. Yet, Yana Papa Dimrika Cecilia Abena issue by or Dimrika say or confiscating assets, ye Dimrika investigation as what but Hakatro say the oil in just crocodile the John. Or just to fool Ghanaians. And answer the through this particular issue, my real fee says similar issue by AS John issue now. So okay. The same faction hold press conference. He was all over the place, releasing statement and statement upon statement, telling Ghana for say he's willing say Obama bibia fa ho. Asem no court no bo asem no tugu say his attempt to say freezing asset based on procedural impropriety. And yes, case ni keke o kwan a ofa so asebi oye nijumadi no kra no wamfa kwan papa so. And on that particular basis, court robo assembly to go ye. Am I ne? Achimota Forest, Ramsar site. Na se for say John as chairman Abusian for edit to account moho said to the on farm moho buying. Sisa my japade the year well man Abusian for that particular issue. I have foolish case, baby Akakosi, Ghana ni enim because a case of public interest. So at least if something has been done, the public must be in the know. So it is the duty of the special prosecutor what promise the public and say we get to the root of this matter no just to brief Ghanaians and say baby ebedru say na kwakwesi say issue what you want say there. Fast forward and Cecilia Abena issue we buy the same fashion na eba ya membetan haka say up and down all ye ni nyina the guy is tied to the apron strings of power and he's being used. They are manipulating him. Sabe ya ebedebe Magana for so Aban is really doing something about the city, but the fact is that they are just toying around. They are never willing and committed. Say, you are fighting against corruption. I told you, sir, when a criminal appoint Obiso Ongo after a criminal, sir, it will never be any enterprise that be successful because he is going against the very people who gave him power. But it's all part of fighting corruption. It is not about the many offices that you set up. It is about political will, the commitment on the part of government that we are willing. Say, by for in the future, but you be a gate now to her, and everybody seems to be doing whatever that they wish to do, and nothing seems to be coming out of it. So we have quite recently, so a person who said the government is not really serious about this fight against corruption. To when you see number one issue, so previous case na yedino it's been running for 3 good years. Until Sanano Nam1 issue statement asking his customers, Munkotia, another 650 Ghana cedis, and Attorney General Niban also say, issue not by a public issue of public concern. Ghana for Bekasa, until let me do something. Immediately after that statement, one was more issue statement say, your friend is saying 39 charges, I say, yeah, bottle.
Say that no more the ball.
Yeah, tuning in exactly.
No more fairly fresh ones, no more the abono.
Yes, so it's our fresh ones now, Ebano. At the time, your friend say, "Say issue no babontin, and do be some sanka issue na mabontin. Amagana for and come once a ma, and can fight na a concern of Akusi Ghana for cry and Nimdia Coso." But Samonoka say, "So what's Nancy will taking numbers? Individuals will more lose or more life because of your friend saying, Papa, we are Nam one who operated in the broad day institutions of state." People who are to ensure say you best sanitize it, your space in financial space saw him operating and people fell victim to his nema oye obia tena sama na wombe wewu omomusika kama akam. So clearly a said the state is never willing and is never ready set the fight against corruption na and the nam so ama Ghana. Baby, economic quagmire enemy. People feel say they feel comfortable and they can just take advantage of the state and get away with it. Sanema when you nana shaman for kutupa sebi. Yedi o mainawu. Sika nkayen sabaka betim dia she. Juma dia biti hospital ya ye kan ho asemi. Hospital I provide services to the people of Cape Coast. And yeni paketo na serve mo. Now, dining is here. You can imagine the kind of services they render to people. Then you go to Kolebu and look at the state of our hospital and several other places. These are the premier towns I can see new. So they know one mirror no to the various villages. Exactly. You can imagine the kind of way a man will come. So power is never willing. People come to power say yeah, just to satisfy young kasa. They just bring around them individuals and we are close to them because I boot in a share or be a medidi yakwana yako. But say who say the economic welfare of the ordinary Ghanaian and ya papa. I'm so that Nama African youth are so much enlightened that we are very much concerned about the state of affairs. So we are cool in as far a play out in West Africa now. And ya BBAO and ya bind season and who will be here. And then yes, Ghana for Africans democracy of Nipa. But the playbook now, you run it out so far democracy is concerned, you run it out in a manner and satisfy a few people. No? Now, Ghana Africans who say no, resources in idea. So how come one person can just take advantage and then enrich it on any family throughout? Because all quite could already president now and grandma now will live for over 42 years, Never and a vice president. Now more dama. Yes. We're the president for over 42 years and counting, and I'm the vice president. So I know the day, so we had the economic welfare of the people. Now here's a neighbor Oko Cameroon. He has been in power for 42 and counting several years. And as Uncle for waited 2 minutes wasabi, the life of Nipano ends. And the African youth have come to the realization that and yet say the 2 million money person media so but the 2 million amount sabra lay down certain even economic foundation as sabi obi betimia leverage to maximize his personal potentials. So ade bi o obi amunu e betimia daadi but consistently ne ba say about one democracy na be say ye pa adwuma e da ma obi papa amanaba na wasisa ne namfofo no mo yeye because in our part of the world obi be president. Do you know what they do? They look out for allies and friends. Niya madam for, yaya madam for, and they're the very people I feel comfortable working with. But in an enterprise of good governance, so if you want to succeed, you don't assemble around yourself friends and cronies, because these are people always, which is a win to me home when you kind of crunch trauma. But if you're able to enlist people based on competence, it doesn't matter whether they are loyal to you, because you must be crazy to think that as a president you want everybody to be loyal to you. Now that you're you don't need loyalty. You need competence. People who can deliver on your mandate. Now, at the end of the day, someone to deliver because you don't have any fraternal relationship. You'll be able to deal with them. na nipa no so ye adwuma no be hu say papa ya kofa me based on minim de na se montimi anya but wo di nipa no ba because of one association friendship and this over the years president bia wa ba krom ha wa fail bia no failure no stemming from his own government and the very people he call friends and allies ye twa no ho ahia no omo no mo cause mo fail it is a very reasonable na ye tenase na say ya interrogate some of these things na then you begin to know say leadership no enya self-serving. You come, you look at the priorities of the nation, you look around the whole country, because as a president every single brain within the country, is at your disposal. You can tap into and make sure say you use those individuals to move to whatever agenda. If you want to reimburse people who help you, say Jumano, your political party form, boy, yes, to capture political power, you need party as a vehicle, individuals will work. There are several ways you can reimburse or compensate those people, but you cannot sacrifice sensitive state institutions say would satisfy a man for based on politics and so for e can who be and so we tape ya babontin police for ya e play out we go brand na wa kwete na okasa no tape na send me nyan ka wo kan no nko a e ka be ka COP mensan na wo de asare de na no okoye na de ato me pe no nko a submission ti ni to aso okay me sere wa the one me person kan asem no se be ya ye twa de na e be nya ni mate right ni so do ko ke ko si ni bi yes na me hospital na ni nipa kom titi the state of mokwa mu hu se na nipa wom but say hospital D over 80 years now your democracy here about 32 years not just from the beginning of the Fourth Republic government in government out omu hospital we but see, we'll come back to that. Mami chair the youth of Accra, Akotolante precisely, and me chair ni Akotolante, chair Minya Nina Clyde. And the boys are more on me chair Dansoman youth so. More ugly face side, King Dowda and the Dominic na me chair more. Me chair the youth of Obuase, me chair the youth of Cape Coast, me chair the youth of Takoradi. In fact, me chair the whole Ghana youth. But say straight to issues. And my main tackle NDC for more demonstration, some person ya cancel no. To see the hypocrisy in this country, I acquire too much, and I'm observing the media space. Who say nobody's raising the pertinent issues. In Sema and people are not discussing it. It's either say they are not competent or and as I want to that's the one person who died the Ghanaians. And let's just state something very clear on the record today. NDC for MPs for Parliament say Omokoye demonstration to kick out the governor of the Bank of Ghana. Yeah. Titi, let me place on the record. Let me place on the record. Say the entire House of Parliament has given us more than enough justification to cancel or to dissolve the entire Parliament. They are not fit to be a house. Yeah. Exactly. That's the first thing. And so I'm putting this statement on record and to prove my statement. Titi, Bank of Ghana governor is directly under the supervision of Parliament. Yeah. That's the first thing. And it's your constitution, Article 184. The title there, Foreign Exchange Dealings, and I like to read. In the Article 184, 1, I say, the Committee of Parliament responsible for financial measures shall monitor the foreign exchange receipts and payments or transfers of the Bank of Ghana outside Ghana and shall report on them to Parliament once in every 6 months. And the committee or Parliament responsible for the oversight of Bank of Ghana will report to Parliament once in every 6 months. That's the first thing. Article 1841. I say, 2. The Bank of Ghana shall not later than 3 months, that's after the end of the first 6 months of its financial year, and after the end of its financial year, submit to the Auditor General for audit a statement of its foreign exchange receipts and payments or transfers in and outside Ghana. And see again, they make reference to Parliament or her. To see, 3. The Auditor General shall not later than 3 months after the submission of the statement referred to in clause 2 of this article submit his report again to Parliament on the statement. To see, the last one, that is 4. I say, Parliament shall debate the report of the Auditor General and appoint where necessary in the public interest a committee to deal with any matters arising from the report. This is just to show Parliament has direct oversight responsibility over everything the Bank of Ghana does. Titi, it gets worse.
So, also the procedure for the removal of a governor of the Bank of Ghana, it's very clear here in Article 1833 to see, and I read. I'll say, no, let me go to Article 146, I beg your pardon. That's the removal of justices of Supreme Court.
Yeah.
But Yabeba on
governor, no.
Yes.
The position it is an appeals court judge.
Yes, and the superior court, no, yes, almost were the same level. And you say, so person Bank of Ghana governor, no, is the same way I would be court justice of a superior court. Yeah. And it's also Article 183, so about 4D, I say, the Bank of Ghana governor shall not be removed from office except on the same grounds and in the same manner as the justice of the Superior Court of Judicature, other than the Chief Justice, shall be removed. And see, so Bank of Ghana governor no is the same process and the same format. So the judge of the Supreme Court and now or the Superior Court. And see, look at this. So Article 146 is for the removal of justices of the Superior Court. And see 146(1) say, a justice of the Superior Court, and in this case, no, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence, or on the grounds of inability to perform the functions of his office arising from infirmity of body or mind. It's here say, untumi Bank of Ghana governor, I just say ebia or yare, and I say what trust untumi ye juma no, and I for some misbehavior be. That's the first thing. I say. A justice of the Superior Court of Judicature, and as in this case, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, may only be removed in accordance with the procedure specified in this article. And it continues to say, if the president receives a petition for the removal of a justice of the Superior Court, other than the Chief Justice, or for the removal in this case of the governor, no, you say, he shall refer the petition to the Chief Justice, who shall determine whether there's a prima facie case. And see the procedure is say Parliament a throw petition to the president. Say ye Bank of Ghana governor. Now president no obeti committee. Or he will submit the petition to the Chief Justice. For the Chief Justice to see say about case more and now saying yes. I say if the Chief Justice, so where the Chief Justice decides that there's a prima facie case, he shall set up a committee consisting of 3 justices of the Superior Courts or chairman of the regional tribunal